There are major changes happening to YouTube's monetization policy, and in this video I will tell you how that will affect you as a viewer, as a small creator, and as a big creator. Let's do it. YouTube will now be running some ads on smaller channels and non-monetized videos that are brand friendly. So how does that affect all of us? Well, if you're new to this channel, my name is Cairo and I'm documenting my $1 million hustle from a net worth of zero and homelessness to $1 million within the next 3 years, and YouTube is part of that strategy. So it definitely affects me, and it affects you as a viewer or a creator as well. Now, crush the like button to help with the algorithm, and let's dig into these changes. So first up, how will this affect you as a viewer? Well, you're already used to seeing ads on YouTube videos, and you probably spend a lot of your YouTube watch time watching larger creators who already have ads on their channels. Now, if you were a big fan of smaller channels like mine, then you will now be seeing ads on them, which you wouldn't have seen before. Unless I had made a video that was already copyrighted by someone else, maybe I used a song that was copywritten, then YouTube would have already been running ads on that channel. So yes, you might start seeing ads on smaller channels, but will you see more ads in total? Now that's a good question. There are only so many advertisers on the YouTube platform at the moment. And yes, that will keep increasing. Obviously, YouTube as a business wants to increase the number of advertisers on their platform and the number of ads that they will pay for. However, to attract advertisers even faster, they would need to lower the rates of ads to lure those advertisers in. I don't think that's happening anytime soon, so there probably will be the same amount of inventory of ads on YouTube. They're just going to be spread out in different places. So does this really affect you as a viewer? Not really. Just maybe keep in mind that when you're watching a smaller channel, don't let the ads put you off. Just skip the ads if you can, or if you're not interested, and watch a little bit more of that video because you might really like that creator. Now that takes us into how this is going to affect smaller channels, smaller creators. People who would not have had any ads on their videos until they make it big enough to be part of the YouTube partner program, where they can start making some revenue from the ads and share in that revenue with YouTube. So I fall in this category, and there are loads of smaller channels that fall into this category that haven't yet reached the requirements to become monetized, and that's the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. But if you want to help me get there, just click that subscribe button down below. That would be a huge help. Now, as I mentioned, this might affect us in a small way because a new viewer might be slightly less likely to watch a video from a smaller creator if they have to watch an ad first. Now, worst case scenario, a new viewer is watching one of these videos for a smaller creator, and then midway through the video, a mid-roll ad pops up that the creator gets no decision in. They can't choose whether that's a political ad or not, and that ad might put the viewer off, and that means the viewer will stop watching the video. Now that's not great because it lowers the potential watch time that the creator could have gotten, and obviously watch time is a really big factor that YouTube uses to determine if the video is good or not. That's why if you're watching this, please watch till the end if you can. You can watch it on 1.25 or 1.5 speed to breeze through it a bit faster, and that really helps. The general rule is that YouTube wants at least 50% of the video to be watched on average. So that's a bit tricky. So yeah, make sure you watch to the end. Now, YouTube is a money-making machine, and their algorithm is really smart. So the chances are in favor of YouTube that they're not going to put an ad that is going to annoy or upset your viewer on your smaller channel. Ideally, they want to match ads to that channel's niche so that the chances that the person watches the ad are more likely. And if the person watches the ad, then YouTube gets paid. So that's YouTube's main business model. So is it going to affect a small channel that much? Yes, some people are going to click away because they don't want to watch an ad. And because they don't want to watch an ad, they don't end up watching the rest of your video. Because people have short attention spans at the moment. So yes, you will lose some people. But in the greater scheme of things, we just got to make sure we still make engaging content, and then the people that find our content really like it and watch more than one video. And then we keep hustling until we get into the YouTube partner program for AdSense, get those 1,000 subscribers, and get those 4,000 hours of watch time. And if you're a new creator, I've made a couple of videos about how to improve your views and grow on YouTube, just like I'm learning at the moment, and I'll put them up there in the card or in the description down below. Once a small creator makes it into the YouTube Partner Program, then you get to share in the revenue, so then you actually benefit from ads being shown. But that takes us to how it is going to affect the larger creators, or the creators that are part of the YouTube Partner Program and that are monetized. Now, as a larger creator, how will this affect them? How will this affect Mr. Beast? How will this affect Casey Neistat? How will this affect Graham Stephan? So as I mentioned in the beginning, there is a limited amount of ads. YouTube is obviously trying to grow that number, but there are only so many advertisers on the platform. If you're watching a money or finance channel like mine, you've probably seen ads about courses or ads about credit cards or ads about banks. And those advertisers are likely to still only want to advertise in that particular niche, in that money-making finance niche. Now, yes, there will be a lot more smaller channels that are making videos on that as well. That means those ads could be spread out amongst a lot more videos. So that could, in theory, lower the CPM or the RPM, and that's the amount of money that a creator gets per 1,000 views. Because those ads are being spread out around lots of different videos that aren't monetized, creators that are part of the YouTube Partner Program might end up getting less per 1,000 views. Now you might think, okay, well, why would YouTube give priority to a larger creator in terms of placing an ad on their video as opposed to putting an ad on an unmonetized video? Because YouTube then gets to keep 100% of the revenue. Whereas if they put it on a larger creator's one, they only get to keep 45%. Yeah, fair point. There is logic in thinking that YouTube will prioritize the unmonetized channels in terms of where they put their ads because YouTube gets to keep 100%. But YouTube also doesn't want to upset its larger creators too much. It's on this kind of fine balance between user experience, advertiser experience, and creator experience. So on the whole, I don't think the CPMs are going to be too affected for creators that are already monetized. And then again, there are lots of other ways to monetize on YouTube with brand deals, your own products and services, affiliate links, and like I made in my How Much Money Do Finance YouTubers Make video, which you can click up there to watch. YouTubers are making lots of money from these other channels. Like David Dobrik is making way more money from brand deals than he is making from AdSense. And Graham Stephan is making around half of his total income from ways other than from YouTube ads. Now this change has taken effect in the US already, and it's going to be taking effect internationally in 2021. So I guess we'll just have to see how it really plays out. But the key takeaways are that if you are a viewer, don't be put off by ads in terms of watching your smaller channels. And if you are a creator, try and get monetized. And when you do get monetized, diversify your income streams by having brand deals, affiliate links, your own products and services, merchandise, that kind of thing. Because you don't want to be relying totally on the YouTube advertising policy for your revenue. Now, if this video was helpful and you want to join me on my $1 million hustle journey, make sure you crush the like button, it helps with the algorithm, and subscribe because I'm posting new videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now watch these videos next. I'll see you in the next one. Let's hustle together.